Good morning. The time has finally come and I'm way too excited. Welcome to my fully furnished, decorated apartment tour. I've been really excited about this for a minute. I follow apartment therapy on Instagram and stuff. I love looking at all the little details and everything of people's apartments, how they just make them cute, make them their own. And I just have so been looking forward to doing the same thing. So we're gonna get into it and it's gonna be really great. I should probably introduce myself. My name is Anna. If you're new here, hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for being here. So a little background. My husband and I were renting with his parents. So we stayed in their basement areas. So we had bedroom, bathroom, and a living space. And then went upstairs and shared the kitchen and everything. So after a little over 18 months, I think it was about 20 months that we were staying with them. So now we have moved into an apartment. So we've been here almost 2 months now. And after 2 months, I've finally gotten all the decorations and everything together. We worked on the furniture, bringing in a lot of stuff. We had a lot of fantastic people helping us to move and everything. And a few pieces of furniture, a lot of pieces of our furniture, we've gotten from other people and everything. Not much that we have actually paid for out of pocket, which is fabulous. But yeah, today is the day that we get the little tour of the whole thing. If you've been watching my videos, you've seen at least 3 where I've filmed here before, so it's not wildly surprising. But this is the first time I'm getting close-ups and everything. One of the reasons why I have this kind of awkward, uneven background is because I'm trying not to show too much right now. Just about everywhere I set up, I was like, oh, this is kind of a spoiler, and showing y'all all the things. So let's go ahead and get into this tour. The living space was the thing that I most looked forward to. I always had a vision, even putting together our wedding registry. I just saw bright colors, teal and orange and bright natural light, and we definitely have it in this. You'll probably recognize the furniture from our other spot, the couches, chairs, and the table. None of that we bought. This shelf cost $20 at Target, but I ended up getting it for $3 because I had a gift card. Look at God. But yeah, everything, we wanted to not be completely focused on the TV, but also still have it visible. Also, this rug is a fantastic conversational piece. I found it on Amazon in 23 and I'm just using it. But yeah, just wanted it to be bright and airy and colorful, and definitely achieved that. I'm so happy with how the dining space turned out. It's the new home of my beloved gallery wall. This runner I got from Amazon. I wanted to pair it with these candlesticks that I thrifted last fall. It's a look that goes beyond summer. Wanted to keep up with the same light orange and teal type vibe. This window is just absolutely fantastic. You can hear the birds, you get the little breeze that comes through. The table was given to us by some friends from church, and the chairs were a DIY Amazon project. The room where I spend a lot of time is the kitchen, so I needed it to be a little bit cute, have a little bit of greenery, give it some life. These chairs were also from our in-laws. That garbage can was expensive. I didn't know garbage cans cost $20 to $100, but it's fine. Just wanted to add some little personal touches, like the salt and pepper shakers, that photo of us. My sister got me that plant in the corner, and the flowers in the frame were pressed by yours truly. When the lights are off, that window over there is still very much doing her job. These rugs were from Dollar General. Not too bad, honestly. They were honestly a little bit pricier than I was expecting, but it's fine. My friend Allie labeled all of our containers for us. I was so excited to use these containers. I could not wait. Of course, our beverage corner, my tea station, coffee, water filter, and everything is over here. The color scheme in here is just a tad bit different from the living room and dining room because we have like more pops of red in here. So it's like a pink, red, beige type of thing with like little hints of blue. So I like that it's different, and because it has like the bar kind of separating the rooms, it's like it doesn't completely just clash. So it's like you kind of walk into something new. And I was really loving this little towel. I found it on clearance at Meijer and it was too cute. And then the hall, we kept it pretty simple. Just hung up our wedding photos just kind of as a leading line to the back of the apartment. The bathroom was definitely the easiest to put together because we wanted it to still be functional as a bathroom, just space and storage and everything. So kept it pretty simple. Kept going with the vines because I'm like, I have so many, so I wanted to spread the love, spread the greenery. So we just have these little potted plants, the little vines that are hanging. Really like these lights. They're so bright, and I don't know, they're different without being like obnoxious. This little painting I found at Family Dollar on clearance for $2.50, so I grabbed that mug, and I just thought that it just looked nice, like the reflection and the vines. I just thought it just added the nice little pop of color that the room needed. Now this room was the trickiest to put together because this is where RJ spends the majority of his days. This is where RJ works. So I didn't want it to be like too cutesy, but I also didn't want it to feel like a jail cell. So just added like some little personal touches, some little pops of color, the little basketball hoop for funsies, but also keeping like the workspace clear. This little jersey was softball jersey. I think he was maybe like 5 when he played. And then I added my graduation cap for another little personal element. The little plants and the lights to add a little softness and everything. We do want to give this room a kind of multi-purpose type of feel, so that's why it's not just strictly work. We got the TV in the corner, the punching bag for exercise. So yeah, hopefully this can just be a space where even aside from work, we can just kind of go and chill. You know, if we need a little space or if we have somebody over. RJ wants to watch the game with his loud friends and I do not. So, you know, there we go. I feel like I put the least amount of like thought into our bedroom, but it still just kind of like turned itself into the perfect space in a way. This ottoman we got from a friend of RJ's literally like after I recorded all the rooms, so we just threw that in there. Just wanted to not make it too girly but not too bachelor either, so since we have like the dark furniture, I just wanted to add some like lighter elements like this runner, which was supposed to be from our wedding. My wedding bouquet, just added a little softness to it. This organizer for like his chains, my earrings and everything. Basically all these little photos up on our wall are from someone's wedding, so the majority of them are from our wedding, which I feel like is a nice little touch. These string lights were also originally wedding decorations. We hung them up in our bedroom when we were renting with the in-laws, but now we've carried them over here because they're just a nice touch when, you know, and that one part of the day where it's like it's a little bit too dark to not have the light on, but you also don't want the light on. It gives a nice cozy vibe. Cute, very sweet. We love it. This has definitely become a more calming space. So that does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you all for your support and your consistency and your kindness, and yeah, y'all are really just quite the best, and I really can't tell you enough that you are the best. Yeah, thank you to all of our family and friends that helped make this move possible, for everyone that maybe came to help move stuff or offered up a table or a couch. Thank you all so much. Yeah, we couldn't have done it without you. And thank you to everyone that is just here for the ride and is an encouragement in the process. So y'all have a great day. Happy Juneteenth, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.